My father married a woman that hates me. A couple of months ago my father married a woman with 3 kids, one older than me, one younger than me and one about the same age as me. Him getting married was a very emotional time for me. Not because I lived the fact that he was getting married, but the fact that they all hated me. It all started a couple of years back when it was Father's Day. My grandparents held a gathering for all the fathers for that day. At the time, my dad, who was obviously invited, brought his at the time, girlfriend, to the gathering. She also brought all of her children along with her. After they arrived they all sat outside. When they got there I was walked out of the house and saw them sitting at the table along with my other relatives. My dad told me to say hi to them, and I didn't because I was 9 or 10 and I was cool with them, so I felt like I didn't have to greet them. Fast forward to the next day and I hop on my game to play with the child that was the same age as me. After a while I soon realized she was ignoring me. At the time it was no problem, but me being young I just wanted someone to play games with. Eventually I ended up texting her asking why was she ignoring me. The messages contained me, the girl, and 2 other people that we used to play with. What happened is kind of a blur, but all I remember was me texting her that I hate her and the 2 other people in the group chat started cussing at me. Mind you, the 2 other people were way older than me by probably a couple of years. Skip to a couple weeks later and my dad told me he wanted to take me out somewhere. Me being young I was happy at the thought of going somewhere with my father, so I happily went with him. What I didn't know at the time was that he wasn't taking me out anywhere, but instead he took me to his girlfriend's house for them to basically interrogate me because I said I hated them. After they basically interrogated me I told my grandparents about it and I wasn't allowed to go over there anymore. The things that happened back then have caused me to develop an eating disorder, acid reflux, and I fell into a deep depression. There was a time where I genuinely couldn't eat anything because of what happened that day. Now that I'm a little older, and can say that things have gotten better for me, physically, but mentally I'm still there. It's sad because I remember all the fun times we had and every now and then the memories flood back in. Then, reality strikes and I remember that I'll never had that connection with them ever again. And to this day, I'm still depressed by the fact that I kinda lost my only friend and the family that I created those memories with.